Чилмен, его ведущий, Стас. И это Call of Juarez, Gunlinger. Не знаю, какая из них часть идет. Первая какая, вторая какая, никакая, но история. Весьма интересная игрушка. Я чуть-чуть спущусь, секундочку. Опа. Игрушка вообще крутецкая. Канзас 1910 года, кстати. На секундочку.
Easy boy.
А ну-ка. Игрушечка про Дикий Запад вроде как.
Don't I know you, sir?
Don't believe so. I haven't been here in many years. Name's Silas Greaves.
Silas Greaves? The bounty hunter?
Used to be.
Ah, well, what are you doing here in Abilene?
Just passing through.
Билайн, кстати.
Got a little business to take care of.
Well, sir, it would be an honor if you would allow me to buy you a beer.
Hell, son, it would be my honor to drink it.
I'm Molly. Howdy.
I'm Dwight. That's Jack and Steve. Ben's behind the bar. Oh, I bet you got some great stories.
A couple.
Any of them true?
Jack, be nice.
A few.
What about your shootout with Henry Plummer's gang in Bannock, Montana? Is that where you started as a bounty hunter? That's what it says in this here dime novel.
Don't believe everything you read in them dime novels, boy. First man I hunted was back when I was riding with Billy the Kid.
You knew Billy the Kid?
Damn right. That scrawny son of a bitch had no fear. Wouldn't back down for nobody.
I heard he collected the 10 stars off any crooked lawmen who crossed him.
It was a war, boy. The Lincoln County War. And Billy promised his regulators would take the life of every bastard who helped bushwhack John Tunstall.
Kid had a big chip on his shoulder and a hair-trigger temper. Made him dangerous as hell.
Что-то как-то не до конца история рассказана. Ну, был и был. Однажды в Стинкинспре. Изучайте самород Гессию, чтобы узнавать достоверные факты о людях и местах, представленных в игре. Поехали.
It was about 30 years ago.
Нарисуй.
Billy was hiding out in an abandoned farm near Stinking Springs. I threw in with the kid because the man I had sworn vengeance on was riding with Billy's enemies. But before I tell you why I want that sumbitch dead, let me tell you what happened that day. I was heading back to the hideout when suddenly I had this funny feeling.
Скорость мыши.
Funny, haha.
О, это.
No, Steve. The other kind of funny.
Куда мы? А что делаем? Просто? Где мой револьвер?
You heard that. Need to stay here and keep an eye on the road.
That's not fair. We're missing all the fun.
I knew those two morons would never let me through. I had no choice.
Who's that? Is he with us?
Вот так вот. Вы зарабатываете опыт, убивая врагов. Опыт необходим для перехода на новый уровень и получения дополнительных способностей.
Was it Pat Garrett's posse?
Oh, yeah. I heard the shots and I knew I had to move fast. Garrett and his army of deputies had surrounded the entire homestead.
Fire at will! Spread out, goddammit!
They're coming from the rear!
I decided to help Billy and the boys out a bit. So that's just what I did. As the governor of New Mexico was paying for the kid's apprehension, Garrett was able to hire every gun hand in Lincoln County.
Что-то не попадаю. Какой ты жирный. Хорошо, тихо, спокойненько, пацаны. А он быстрая рука на всем Диком Западе. Пригнулись, хорошо. Тут, по-моему, можно даже с двух, но это чуть-чуть попадает. Хорошо, не против, так что ли?
One of them! God damn it, he's right behind us! Where the hell's Garrett?
Нажмите G. О, теперь у вас есть одно очко навыка. Перейдите в одну из 3 категорий и приобретите крайне левый навык. Хорошо. Боец ближнего боя. Конечно.
Garrett's men were running around like a bunch of chickens with their heads cut off.
You think you can kill me too?
Кто меня валит? Подожди.
I'll do you myself!
Да кто, что? Самое интересное, что враг не подсвечивается.
You ain't going I'll flank it!
Still, one of them reached the water tower. Not a bad idea. It would be a turkey shoot from up there.
Хорошо. Хорошо, тихо.
Luckily, these shooters Garrett hired weren't the sharpest tools in the shed. The right position is very important. Personally, I prefer to be on top.
Oh, you do?
Indeed, darling. But where was I? Oh, yeah.
He can't take us all on! Kill him, for Christ's sake!
Договору сегодня у него.
come from?
A lot of them were saddle tramps or sod busters or drunken drifters looking to make a few bucks.
Ну, почти. Почти как тип, только только тип. Текстура.
You're dead!
Я просто кнопку на мышке залипаю. Получается, что... Вот, теперь два рейнджера у меня. Все.
Then, I heard a friendly voice yelling at me from the window. Back door! We'll cover you!
Try aiming, you idiots!
Truth be told, things weren't much better behind the house.
Watch your flank!
I cut their numbers in half, but that just made the ones that were left twice as many. They made up for their lack of skill with a seemingly endless supply of ammo. It was a bit of a slog, but I finally fought my way around the back of the house.
Так, открыть.
And like that,
Sure,
I was
all be
inside,
dead, you bastards!
none the worse for wear.
Ой, это
I
надо.
passed Dirty Dave,
Deader than a rat in a trap!
and upstairs I found Billy and Charlie Baldry.
Опа. Ну-ка. 21 году. 21 чертовски умен. А, ты Билли Кид.
Billy looked at me and said, "About time, amigo! Grab a gun and get to the window."
Wait, so you were friends with Billy the Kid?
Yeah, sort of. Anyway, we were surrounded by dozens of deputized shooters who wanted to do us harm. I'm telling you, Garrett's men were dropping like flies, but they just kept on coming.
I think I got one! Where the hell
That's when Charlie got hit. "They're catching us in a crossfire," shouted Billy. "Get to the other side."
Спокойненько.
Where'd he come from?
Тут вообще можно?
I don't know how many of those cocksuckers I personally put down, but it was pretty clear, even to Billy, that maybe discretion was the better part of valor.
Я не в ту сторону вернулся. А-а-а. Чисто подставился.
It means that it was time to cut and run. They got a Gatling, Billy shouted. "Get the horses and bring them round back. I'll draw their attention." He directed that order at me, and I thought, why the hell do I have to do it? But I went anyway. Dumbass that I was back then.
Run for it! Those poor sons of bitches are
Many
done
would have
for!
fled in my place.
Подожди, а где они?
But I had that false sense of invincibility of many young men. Like Jack here.
What are you saying, old man?
Jack, he's just
Вот
joshing.
это я так понимаю. тоже.
Yeah, he better be.
Mr. Graves, please continue.
Please, call me Silas, ma'am. Now, where was I?
You were heading for the barn.
Ну, русская локализация.
Scalp your ass. Making my way past a passel of fallen foes.
Давай. Уровень 3. Просто так. Скажите, концентрация на коротких ногах достаточно. Какой-то писал, в общем. Что дальше? Подожди.
Sounds like Garrett hired a whole regiment of hired guns.
Подожди, еще.
Yeah, and just when I thought I was done with them, one of these hapless bastards would pop up. Finally, I had the stables within my reach.
Все курицы, подожди.
And that's when I met Sheriff Pat Garrett.
I read that you went toe-to-toe with him, sir. That backstabbing bastard with that tacked-on tin star.
Не понял, подожди, кого я встретил? Я же заходил. Все. Это, конечно, поиска у меня нету, но вот
You
такая.
challenged him to a showdown.
You read that in a dime novel?
It said he showed no fear as he took your measure
Не
with
было ни
eyes
капли
like a
страха, когда
rattlesnake.
он что-то там. Сейчас будет дуэль. Так, используйте, чтобы следить за противником. Так, когда противник потянется за револьвером, нажмите, чтобы достать свое оружие и прицелить с помощью, а затем стреляйте. Так, подожди, в смысле? Нужно было левую нажать? Погодь тогда.
And that you killed him in a fair fight.
Is that what that Penny Dreadful said? No, boy. That ain't what I meant when I said I met Pat Garrett. So let me start again. I finally reached those damn stables.
Я понял, значит такого не было.
Stepped inside, and
Опа.
last thing I heard was Garrett's voice. That's not Billy.
And go on, how did it end?
And, boy, that was just the beginning.
Ну, 65, а этот в 21 году 21 ну, так сказал. Точно 47. Очень плохо. Продолжим. Да не надо менять сложность игры. Мне и так нормально.
So what happened? Did Garrett arrest you?
Yeah, after I came to, the bastard had clocked me with his Colt.
And the kid surrendered?
When he realized there was no getting out of there alive.
So they locked you up in Lincoln?
Indeed they did. Sentenced me to hang right along with the kid.
После событий там-то Билли, Кит и Сайлас Гриф оказались за решеткой. Они просидели в тюрьме до весны. Интересно. Так их же должны были
It's
повесить.
important to know that I was only riding with Billy so I could find the bastard I was after. He was with John Kinney's gang, and they were sworn enemies of Billy's regulators.
Why were you after him?
I owed that son of a bitch a bullet for what he had done to me and mine. Instead, all I got for myself was a goddamn death sentence. Luckily, it was right around then that I heard Billy make his move. He shot Jim Bell and a few other guards as he made his getaway. Later, they wrote that some lady friend planted a pistol for him in the privy. What the papers didn't say is that Billy helped me escape, too. My first order of business was finding a firearm.
Кит. Тихо. Ничего больше ничего нельзя собрать.
Luckily, I located Deputy Bob Ollinger's mean-ass shotgun.
Дробовик Боба Оллинджера. Люблю дробовики.
I saw Billy through the window, and he yelled that I should take to the rooftops to make my escape. So I did.
Anybody see Billy?
Hell yeah. That scatter gun was like a double-barreled howitzer.
Хорошо.
It could blow a man clear off his feet. You hardly had to aim at that. The kids escaped raised a huge ruckus. Guards were everywhere looking for it.
Can't let the kid get away.
Anybody see him?
I had to jump from roof to roof like a damn alley cat. I followed the planks where I could. Some of that wood was slippery as hell.
Не туда. Тихо ты.
So that bastard you were after, what did he do?
He did me and my family a grievous harm. But I knew if I was ever gonna find him, I would need to get my ever-loving ass out of there. I tried to be stealthy and sneak my way past.
This town doesn't have a moment's peace.
Сколько... сколько пулек, тихо. Так, куда идем дальше?
You! But hell, if they weren't all waiting for me. Apparently, some of them thought I was Billy.
Вопросы есть?
You hooligans can go to hell.
Тихо, подожди. Хорошо. Спокойненько. В какую сторону там идем? Влево, вправо? Вот сюда вылезем. Вот этот.
He's in town somewhere.
See, me and the kid shared a certain similarity in build and coloring. I was just glad I had Deputy Bob's mean-ass shotgun.
They're shooting in the street.
Что, куда? Где? Я понял.
So much lead was whizzing by my head, it was like everyone in Lincoln wanted to put me in the ground. I knew I needed to find a horse. So I never did have a great fondness for those four-legged grass eaters. Smelly, sweaty, ungrateful beasts. We prize them too high, if you ask me.
Так, тихо. Тут даже поговорить.
Too damn close. I'm here. Surrender yourself.
Так, подожди, в какую сторону это? На лестницу, я понял.
But where was the kid while you were busy getting shot at?
Gone. And that's when it occurred to me why Billy set me free. So I could be a hapless decoy and draw attention while he snuck out of town. Damn, it's too good for him. Lord, look, there's some there. I knew if I made it out of there in one piece, no one would put a price on my head.
Метки на расстоянии. Так, что тут? Скорее, более долгая комбо. Это что? Глубокие карманы. Место, если возможно, носить больше патронов для револьвера. Это нам не надо пока. Если его безумие так быстро, бомба будет оставаться активно 50% дольше. Так, это что? Поиск истины, подсказка о самородках истины. Не упускать ни одной важной детали. Ладно. Карманы. Возможно, носить больше для винтовки. Это что? Хрена себе. Не, давай вот отсюда.
Because everybody in Lincoln would be dead?
No,
Хорошо.
because they all thought I was Billy. And all that blame would fall on him.
Дурак, что ли?
Meanwhile, Deputy Bob Ollinger was organizing a posse to put me down. He was already a mean son of a bitch, but he was doubly pissed that I stole his mean-ass shotgun. Anyway, it was me or them, and the only way forward led me straight to perdition. But the cards were dealt, and I had no choice but to play them.
We can take him. We're gonna be in deep shit when Pat gets back.
Я понял. Что-то вообще как-то нет, не хватает. Ну, черт возьми, что другое. Где? А, вот. Тихо, тихо. неутешительный. Да. Вот так вот.
Finally, I found what I was looking for. The stables on the edge of town.
I guess Billy saved your ass, taking out Bob Ollinger the way he did.
Billy didn't kill Bob.
Sure he did. He dispatched him right after he shot Deputy Bell.
No, sir. Because Bob came right up behind me, angry as hell that Billy had lit out. Hello, Bob, I said. I think you better let me go. And he says, I don't think so, boy. Not with my shotgun. So we stood there in the middle of the street, eyeball to eyeball. He intended to kill me, and I knew I had no choice but to defend myself.
Убьете, то можете выхватить оружие первым. На этот поступок будет оценен как бесчестный и оценен соответственно. Надо было, наверное, первым выхватить, да?
Some say I fought unfairly, but they weren't the ones looking him in the eye that day. Pat Garrett gunned down Billy 3 months later, so his escape was all for naught anyway.
Коммент. Пич не забываем. Увидимся в следующей серии.